Video for class 12th, and the topic which we are dealing is a self induction of a long solenoid. So first of all, we will discuss about the coefficient of the self inductance in this video, and we will discuss on which factors the self inductance in case we are studying about a long solenoid. So on which factors it depends: directly, inversely proportional, directly proportional, and all. Okay, and the derivation which require for the formula. So let us start with the solenoid. What is basically a solenoid? Is basically a coil wound into a tightly packed helix. We all know that the helical structure of a solenoid, the spiral shape, that is very compact size. Okay, the spirals of each and every coil is closed, very close to each other, and the spiral of every coil is making a helical structure known as helix. Okay, the solenoid look like a helix only. And if we are talking about a long solenoid, so what is all about a long solenoid? As long solenoid whose length is very large as compared to the radius of the cross section. Means if you will look like the helical structure of the long solenoid, so how is it looking? It is looking like a very long coil, spiral coil. But if we will compare the length of a spiral coil with the radius of cross section of each coil, so the length is very large as compared to the radius. Now what we are supposed to imagine: a magnetic field at any point inside a such a solenoid is practically constant. Okay, we have derived this thing in the previous chapter when we are studying about a moving coil and moving charges and a coil. Okay, in that we have studied the magnetic field B at any point inside a solenoid is practically we are taking it as a constant. And what is the formula which is given for it? The formula which is given is B is equals to mu naught n I upon L. So whereas we all know that what is mu naught? Mu naught is the absolute magnetic permeability of a material. Or if we are talking about mu naught, so means we are talking about a free space or a air. The second n, what is n denoting in this formula? N is denoting the number of turns. And what is I is denoting? The I is denoting the current which is flowing in that the coil. Okay, and L is the length of that solenoid. So this formula gives you the magnetic field B at any point inside a solenoid. So we can get the magnetic field with this formula. Now what we will talk about? We will talk about the flux. So if I will talk about the flux through each turn of the coil, we know the formula that magnetic flux through each turn of the coil is equals to magnetic field line which is crossing through that coil, and multiply by the area of that coil. So now we are talking about the number of coils or per unit length, or number of turns per unit length. Okay, so here we can put the value what is the magnetic field which is crossing through that area, that is mu naught n I upon L, and multiply by the area of that turn. Okay, so here we have taken A, means we have taken the area of each cross section as A. So this is the magnetic flux through each turn of a coil, means we are talking about a one single turn. Now total magnetic flux linked with the coil, वो हमें कैसे मिलेगा? What is the total? How to get the total flux? Just do one thing. Find out the flux through each coil and multiply the formula or multiply that strength with the number of turns. If suppose we are having 5 number of turns, so we will find out the flux through one turn and we will multiply with that 5. So in this condition we have taken the number of turns as n, and we got to know that the flux through each turn is mu naught n I upon L. So we have multiplied this formula with n. So what is the total flux we got? Total flux we got is mu naught n I A divided by L multiplied by the n. Now since we have started the derivation for the self inductance, so if we will consider L is the coefficient of the self inductance of the solenoid. From where the self inductance is coming? Their self inductance is coming because the current in the solenoid is keep on changing, and if the magnitude of the current in the solenoid will keep on changing, so that will create a changing flux, and if the flux through that coil is changing, so that will be the reason for the production of EMF. Okay, so if L we considering L is the coefficient of the self inductance of the coil, then we know that one more formula for the flux, that is flux is equals to L into I. What is L? L is the coefficient of the self inductance and I is the current which is flowing through it. So by comparing equation this, both the equations, okay, now what we can put? We can put since this formula is also giving the flux, this formula is also giving the flux, so we can equate both the equations here. So after equating both the equations, I and I being cancelled out, and what we are getting? we are getting the value of the L, that is the coefficient of the self inductance, as mu naught n square A upon L. So if the core is of any other material, suppose this is the formula whenever we are talking about a free space, okay, the permeability of that material in the free space. But if suppose the core of the core is made up of any other material, that means inside the core the air is not there, but suppose we have inserted some other material in that. So what will happen, our mu naught in that case will be changed into mu naught into mu r, means if you want to find out the permeability of that material now, so what we have to do, we have to multiply the permeability of a free space with the permeability of that medium, that is R. Okay, so we will get the mu, that is the relative permeability, that is mu naught mu R. So the formula will be changed like this. So the self inductance will become L is equals to mu naught mu R n square A upon L. So this is all about the self inductance formula, means whenever we are studying or comparing in the case of solenoid. So I told you we will discuss about the factors on which it depends. So after reading this formula, we can say that our coefficient of self inductance is inversely proportional to the length. मतलब जितना ज़्यादा लेंथ होगा सोलेनॉइड का, उतना ही कम उसमें क्या होगी, उसका सेल्फ इंडक्टेंस. सो इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. सेकेंड थिंग, it is directly proportional to the area of the cross section of the solenoid, means the greater will be the area of the cross section of the coil or the loop, okay, the turn, then more will be the self inductance. So L is directly proportional to the area of cross section. The third thing which we can see here, that the coefficient of self inductance is directly proportional to the square of the number of turns, that you can see here n square I have written. Okay, so the number of turns means what, the greater will be the number of turns, the greater will be the self inductance, the coefficient of the self inductance. So these are the factors on which the coefficient of the self inductance depends in the case of solenoid. The next part we will study more about in this chapter, that is the grouping of the coils and all. So keep studying and be safe.